Well, you guessed it. This is one of those WTF subjects. I don't have to tell you what WTF means, do I? We're looking at a picture here, a rather interesting picture, of a person who is embroiled in the process of change. Now, granted, this is a bit drastic, but it brings home a point I'm trying to make here. And that is, all of us are in the process of change through every day of our lives, from cradle to grave. We are all constantly changing. Ever have someone tell you, I don't know who you are anymore. You're not the person I used to know. You've changed. And they'd be right. You have changed. But the other side of the coin is true as well. They're in the process of changing as well. The problem is, from person to person, we don't all change at the same rate. And we don't all change into a particular time or kind of change as does everyone else. George Carlin used to say, all marriages are happy. It's living together afterwards that screws up the whole concept. And he'd be right. But the fact is, we can't help ourselves. We're all involved in this process of change. Two people get married, they're happy, they're just made for each other until, well, you guessed it, one of them starts to change. And the other one is changing too, but they're not changing at the same rate. But they reach an impasse, if you will. They're both still in the same boat, but now they're dragging that oar in the opposite direction. And, of course, you get the proverbial, you've changed. I don't recognize who you are anymore. And, of course, the other one, the real topper, is, you don't love me enough to fight with me. I don't know where that one came from. But it's true. I've heard it, and I'm sure you've heard it as well. WTF. Change. All of us are embroiled in it up to our earlobes. And we can't stop it. And usually we are not cognizant of the changes as they take place. Other people recognize the changes in us far more readily than we recognize the same changes in ourselves. And therein lies the problem. So the next time you see an individual out there in the street that looks kind of like this, smile. Maybe one of my ex-wives. Until next time, this is Stephen saying, if you haven't accepted nor haven't believed yet that Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior, then that's a change you need to make toot sweet. Become one of Jesus Christ's own while you still can. Until next time, this is Stephen. Talk to you when the wind shifts. See ya. Bye.